I've been swapping my tongue bar in and out quite a lot at the moment because I bought some new ones, and it kind of occurred to me that I've not done a video on that before. So I thought I'd just do a quick tutorial on how to take in and then take out a tongue bar for anyone that's interested. And I actually have a brand new phone now, so the audio and hopefully the visual as well should be at least a little bit clearer on this video. I know when I've done my videos before, if I've done them on my phone, there was like a clicking noise in the background, but that should be completely gone now. That should never happen on a video again. For taking out or putting in a tongue bar, the first thing I'd probably recommend is to have some toilet roll or some kitchen roll or something like that nearby. It's not always needed, but because it's obviously quite slippery and wet inside of your mouth, trying to get the ball off or properly tighten it can be quite difficult without having the toilet paper there to dry each side as you're doing it. I'm going to try and show without the toilet paper just because it's obviously easier to see that way. And for taking it out, it doesn't matter if it's the one on top that unscrews or the one on the bottom, it's the same thing for both. So you're going to want to grab both balls, so a hand underneath grabbing the bottom one, and then one at the top grabbing the top one, and then you're going to want to twist in opposite directions. If you're not sure which one unscrews, obviously by doing this one of them will start to come loose, if obviously you've got a good enough grip on the balls. If you notice, like I did there, the way that you were going, there was no give, try going the opposite way, and obviously I realised that was the way that mine unscrewed. So that's out now, and obviously you can see only one of mine unscrews, and it's that one, it's that top one. For putting a barbell in, it is kind of up to you which way you prefer to put it in and which is more comfortable for you to kind of put in and to take out. Personally, I recommend that you go so that the fixed ball is on the bottom, just because that's safer. Because obviously if the one that unscrews is on top, if that ever comes unscrewed whilst you're eating or whilst you're talking, then the only thing that's going to really happen is that you're going to swallow that ball, but the bottom bar is still going to be in your tongue and you're going to notice. If it's the opposite way around and the top part is the part that's fixed, if you have that in your tongue and then the bottom one unscrews and comes off and you don't notice, like when you're talking or when you're eating, then it is actually possible to swallow both the ball and the bar, because obviously, especially if you're eating food, when you go to swallow, it's going to pull that ball, but because the bar's attached, it'll pull the bar with it. And you can do that without even noticing. I actually have a video on my channel where I actually swallowed my first barbell that way. So personally, I would recommend putting it in from underneath just because I feel that it's safer. And obviously I'd recommend doing this with a mirror or your phone, just something where you can see the reflection so you can see the hole, especially if you're doing it from underneath. And once that's in, it's pretty secure, but obviously you're going to want to get the ball on as soon as possible. If you think that your fingers are dry enough, so it's a new drawer, you can try doing that without any toilet paper. And you're going to want to line up the hole that's in that ball. I don't know if you can actually see that, but there's a little hole in that ball. And you line that up with the top of your barbell, the bit that threads. And you're going to want to push up the bottom of your barbell so that it sticks out, so you've got plenty of bar to work with. And then when you think you've got it on top, grab that bottom ball like you did when you were taking it out, line the hole up to the threaded part of the bar, and then start to screw. And you'll feel if it's loose and if it's working or if it's not going on. Or and once it's in, you're going to want to tighten it until it's secure. Don't over tighten it, but you want to tighten it enough that it's not obviously going to become unscrewed and come out. If you feel that it's been tightened enough and you've gotten good enough of a grip on it and you weren't slipping at all, then you can leave it like that. Or if you want to get extra secure or you can't quite screw it, so you can get it on top but you can't screw it because maybe your fingers are too slippery, if you grab some toilet paper, and you only really need one, and then you rip that into half, you can use the top part, you can use that part to grab the top ball, and then another part to grab the bottom ball. And you might need to do this the first few times you do it. It's not going to go easily every time, but especially the first few times that you do it, you may need to do this just so it's easier for you to get a grip and to know what you're doing. And you just do this. And that way you know it's definitely secure and screwed on. And unless you were having any issues screwing on the ball or getting a good grip, all of that should have happened painlessly, especially if you're fully healed and you're using the right jewellery. That should be really comfortable in your mouth. After a while you won't even be able to feel that it's there if you've obviously got the right type of jewellery in. I hope you found this useful if you were struggling to get your barbell in or out. If there's anything else you'd like to see me demonstrate, or if I wasn't clear enough on some points, just let me know down in the comments and I'll try to reply to it. And thank you for watching the video.